Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the problem. So what problem is a task. We're going to start off with a task, and then we're going to start from the problem and then see all the way through from pseudocode to flowchart to Visual Basic. Okay, how you actually physically code using Visual Basic to solve this problem. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so what is this problem? The first problem we're going to solve. The problem is you want to calculate a salary of a worker after 10% pay rise. So a worker gets a 10% pay rise. How do you solve this problem? What do you do? How do you even create programs like that? What's the first thing should come to your mind? I want to create obviously a program to calculate a 10% pay rise. What is the first thing should come to your mind? Yes. In terms of basically solving the problem, the first thing should come to your mind. What is it that I need to do? Okay, what is the task? Okay, so you can start thinking aloud. Okay, number one, you'd probably think, okay, what is the current salary? Okay, so in other words, you probably you want to ask the user, okay, what is your current salary? Then what do you have to do to calculate the pay rise for 10%? Maybe you needed some sort of formula. You probably want to do something to do with, you have the current salary, okay, multiplied by 1.1. Something like that. And then what do you have to do? Maybe you need to output the new result. What is the new result? After the 10% increase, what is the new result? That's what you want to do. So you will do output new salary. Okay, output new salary. That's the thinking you're going around. Okay, that's what you're thinking of. Okay. So how can this is what I'm thinking in my head. How can I turn that into a pseudocode? Any idea? How can I turn that into a pseudocode? Any idea? What's the first thing you need to do? What did the first sentence in our thought process? Huh? Yeah, user input, right? User input. So you're going to have on a pseudocode, first thing, okay, you probably have salary. You can call it current salary, you can call it salary. Let's call it salary, okay? And then you'll have user input. Okay? You'll have user input. Is that right? Yes. Okay. So the next thing, if you already have this variable salary, there's a value in there. Okay? You want to form some sort of calculation with it, isn't it? Okay? So you do salary and then you multiply it by 1.1. Okay? But you need to store it somewhere, don't you? So you store it. So therefore you need a new variable. Good. So new salary. So call it new salary. Okay? You'll call it new salary. And then what do you have to do? Output. Because you need to show it to the user. So you will have output new salary. Okay? Is that understood? Yes. Okay. If I were to do that, of course, I wrote the pseudocode. If I were to convert it into so if you look at the program, okay, do I really need any kind of conditional statement? No. Do I need any iteration? No, I don't need no iteration. So this is called a sequential program. It's a sequence. All you have to do is just follow the sequence. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Done. Is understood? Yeah. This is a sequential program. It's just following a sequence. It's not really doing anything else. So if I want to create a flowchart, how do you start a flowchart? Yeah, you have this shape sausage shape. Okay, you have a sausage shape like this, and you write the word start. Okay, and then of course you need to show the flow of data. Okay, which way the data is flowing. It's coming down, you got arrow there. What did we say the next thing was? Input salary. Okay, you can write this input salary. Okay, use the symbol because you use input and output symbols. Okay, so you can write salary user input. Yes? Okay, so what happened next? Yes, you did the actual process. Now you want the process. Still, you need to show the data flow. Which way is the data is flowing? This way. Put an arrow. Okay, put an arrow, and then you want to do the process. So the symbol of the process is rectangle. Yeah. What's happening there? Okay, would it be salary? Salary times? Yeah, salary times 1.1. Okay, so if you do salary times 1.1, but you do need to store it somewhere, by the way. Remember, you should restore it somewhere. So you put this arrow, and you do, what was the variable we decided on? New salary. Okay, what happened next? Output. Again, show your data flow going down this way. Output. Okay, start and basically end would be the same. You output whatever you want to output, and then you end it here. Okay, output, and then you do new salary. Okay, and then you have your end symbol, stop symbol. You go down, arrow, and then you have the stop symbol like this. So switch shape, stop. Flow chart's done. Okay, so we've done thinking process. It's almost like structured English. We've done pseudocode. Okay, we've done flow chart. Now what we need to do, how do you code this? Very, very easy now. Okay, very simple, very easy. Okay, so we're going to code it now. The first thing to think about when you actually do any program is how many variables need, okay, or arrays or anything else that you need. How many variables do you need for this program? 2. Okay, what's the first one? Salary. So we do dim salary, and what should be the data type? Integer. You can have integer, but because of course it is possible for some salary to be in decimals, so we will just declare it as a decimal. Okay, when you do the percentage. Okay, okay, so what else do we need? New salary, as decimal. Okay, I'm going to make this program a little bit interesting. I'm going to add a new variable, okay, called name. I'm going to ask the user's name. What sort of data type would I need? String. Okay, so we have 3 variables here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the user for his name or her name. Console.write. Enter name. Okay, and to store the data into a variable, what do I need to write? Name of the variable, yes. Name equals console.readline. Okay, now I have the name, so you can just display a message. and I just simply display the variable name. And so whatever the user types in, that name would be displayed on the user screen. So do another line, console.write line, console.write, enter salary. Okay, so I want to get a user input for salary and take this user input and store it into which variable? Salary. Yeah, of course, it's just salary. Okay, now I have the salary. Okay, so once you have the salary, can you remember what we need to do next? Okay, perform the calculation. So what was the calculation again? New salary is equal to salary multiplied by 1.1. Okay, so now I have done my calculation. I need to display to the user the new salary. So console.write, can do console.write line, salary is, put a space here and put a pound sign, and new salary. Okay, I'm going to put a console read line there. Now if I run this program, it should work. There you go. Type a name. Should I type Hassan? Okay, yeah, and enter name Hassan. Hello Hassan, enter your salary. So I'm just going to put just a random number, right? 15. So if I enter 15, okay, your new salary is, okay, £16.50. Okay, so that means it works. Okay, it's a very simple program. Any question? No? Okay, we'll stop.